Yasas! Hello everyone! Welcome to my YouTube channel, Geraldine Do. Yes, today ay ipapasyal ko po kayo dito sa isa sa pinakasikat na tourist spot dito sa Athens, Greece, ang Monastiraki Square, kung saan makikita natin ang isa sa pinaka-tourist spot, ang Acropolis. There you go. Kung nakikita niyo po yung tuktok ng bundok, yun po ang Acropolis. Isa sa pinaka sikat na tourist spot at pinapasyalan po ng lahat dito po sa Athens. So, nandito ako ngayon sa rooftop ng Athens Hotel, kung saan pwede kayong magkape, pwedeng kumain, lunch, or breakfast, or dinner with your friends or loved ones. And syempre, to enjoy the view with your coffee. So you can order coffee and enjoy the beautiful view of the center of Athens, the Monastiraki. So in this part, you can see the Acropolis and the whole city of Athens center. So, if you are planning to come and visit, just call me or just search Geraldine Salon in Google, or you can search this place and add me in my FB page or FB Messenger, Geraldine Do. Just search that name and I'll be there to guide and tour you here in the center of Athens. So we are here in Monastiraki flea market, and also one of the busy roads for train and metro. Monastiraki Flea Market is shopping in Athens, a favorite pastime for tourists and Athenians, and one of the best places to buy just about anything in the Flea Market at Monastiraki. It is not really a flea market except maybe on Sunday, when some of the stores close and people bring tables and carpets and sell all kinds of stuff from junk to antiques. And also, the rest of the week, it is more like the Grand Bazaar in Istanbul, though not so grand and not so busier. Most of the shops are pretty conventional and sell the same stuff you find in the tourist shops on the islands. Some of it made in Greece and some made in China or other cheap labor countries. You will find the same designs on Greece t-shirt as you saw in Aruba or Mexico, as well as some you might actually classify as art or somehow unique. There are good jewelry store with handmade gold and silver pieces, and with handmade gold and silver, and most people won't be able to tell the difference with the fake jewelry stores. So there will be shops also with paintings, armies of artists in workshops, or just print pasted on wood or particle board. There are more people in the world that buying craft than there are people who buy something because it is authentic art, and the shops of Monastiráki cater the masses. You will find everything you want here, from jewelry to trinkets, from original designs to mass produce t-shirts need to advertising like Nike, Adidas, and Coca-Cola. Or your favorite heavy metal band. You will find antiques and fake antiques, vintage, vingly, and not so vintage CDs, and also rare first edition books of all languages. And Monastiraki is a marriage between what is fake and what is real. Most people want the fake stuff, believe it or not. It is cheaper for one thing and they can't really tell the difference for another. But for those who know quality, wondering though Monastiraki is not a hopeless endeavor as it may appear to you on the surface. There are some very cool shops here that you won't find in your local mall or even in the Grand Bazaar of Constantinople. You just have to look for them and learn to recognize them. It may take turning down a small side street that the doe-eyed masses are oblivious to as they wander in droves down Hepnepstone Street and Pandrossou. It may mean crossing Ermo and going into the narrow streets of city, but there are real pearls scattered among the dime store trinkets and mass-produced pottery, sculpture, and the challenge in finding. Unless, of course, you are just looking for a gift to prove you were in Greece or to show someone that you were thinking of them during your holiday. Is that in that case you will be as happy as a whatever. The Monastiraki flea market is the place to be on Sunday when it seems every Athenian is here either buying or selling. You have to get here early because after about 11 a.m. the crowd becomes impossible. And if you want to take a break, there are few tables available at the many cafes and restaurants in the area. You can wander around aimlessly or you can find someone who knows the flea market who can show you around if you are intent on buying something in particular. Much of the flea market is not really a flea market. It is a collection of small shops, of which most of them are tourist shops with the same stuff you can find on Andrew Street in the Plaka. These are open normal shop hours and you can come here anytime. But weekends and Sundays is in particular is when it is like a third world flea market with people selling anything from antiques to what you might call useless junk, and it goes on forever beyond Monastiraki and to Titian and City. So getting to the flea market is easy, and the best way to get your bearings is to find Monastiraki Square, which is a center of activity day and night. If you are coming from Syntagma, you will be walking down Metropolitan Street, pass and scaffold together in and the square of shiny marble. There is small. Also, nearly every stone of these is also all over. There are some cafes in the square, and this is where Pandrossou Street begins, this section. If you are coming from Plaka near the end of Adrianou Street, you will come to the small square every inch of this, or just take the train or metro. Just go with the Monastiraki station. Of course, the easiest way to get here is going to the nearest metro station and taking the train to Monastiraki. Just what I have said. If you are coming from the Acropolis station, you have to change trains at Syntagma. You can also walk from Makriani on Dionisio at the big pedestrian avenue that circles the Acropolis, and as long as you stay on the road with the archaeological site on your right, you will come out in Monastiraki, though at the bottom, and then you can make your way back of the square. And tables and chairs will begin to fill the square as the merchants pack up their remaining merchandise. More than occasionally, there is live music and dancing in the street in the afternoon. If it's not Sunday, it is an area of tiny, interesting shops, most of them selling antiques. If you continue through the square, you will come to Ermo, and if you cross into city, there are people selling there too. The farther you go, the weirder it gets. And by the time you get down towards Piraeus Street, you have very poor people buying and selling from piles of rugs and little gypsies children. Oh my. And also children running barefoot. If you are looking for inexpensive reading materials, there are several used book stores in this area selling mostly paperback books. There are also old coins, stamps, and prints, mini army stores where you can buy actual machine guns left over from the Nazi occupation. They look more like garden tools than guns, and you probably won't be able to get them through customs. But if you are into that kind of stuff, these stores, what to buy, anything that looks interesting as noted. But on regular shopping days, the tiny shops contain paintings, postcards, high fashion such as t-shirt, handbags with pictures of the Parthenon, and also the traditional ceramics called. It was the building of the Athenians believed that each column stood up with the end. However, ancient monuments also are in the right next door. And this is the street where many of the street vendors are. And if you go up and take a right on Adrianou, the road runs parallel to the metro track and to the ancient agora with this Athens Museum. Here you find several cafes, also a couple of restaurants, and a lot of people selling stuff right on the street, and plenty of interesting people. It is not only a good place to hang out on Sundays afternoon, but any day and night in it. It is one of the nicest areas, so come and enjoy your vacation here in Athens. Thank you for watching. Bye!